Welcome. In this video. Today we're going to talk about the 2 ways to get more app downloads for your application. So there is a lot of ways to get more downloads for your application, but they all fall into these 2 categories that I will present you today. Before that, I will quickly introduce myself. My name is Auro, also known as Borombo. I'm a mobile app developer since almost 10 years, and I'm also an app entrepreneur, which means that I'm building mobile application and make money out of it. I'm documenting my journey in an educational way with videos like this for people that would like to do the same, with solo developer, solo marketer, solo designer, or just a small indie team of people wanting to make an app. If you're interested about that type of content, consider subscribing. Okay, that's all for me. Let's jump into the subject. There is like plenty of ways to get more app downloads, and if you search for that type of content, you will find like a lot of articles or video being like, okay, the 5 ways to get app download, the 20 ways to get app download, the 50 ways to get app downloads. But for me, they all fall into 2 categories, and you will see that's pretty obvious and easy. These 2 categories are like inbound and outbound. Pretty simple. It's kind of like marketing, like inbound marketing or like outbound marketing. And I will explain you how this applies to mobile application and which one is the best for you if you're just starting out. Inbound marketing is pretty simple. It's like when the users find your application somehow. So maybe they find your application like on Twitter, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Google, on the search, like they just type what they're looking for on the App Store and then they found your application. So that's inbound marketing. The users find your application and you don't like go searching for the user. So in the other side, the outbound marketing is like you go to the user and be like, oh, look, this is my application. So you like either like send them a message like on Twitter, like on social media, or you run an email campaign, you run like an SMS campaign, like all that stuff that you go yourself to the potential users and being like, hey, I'm there, I'm existing. So this is the difference between inbound and outbound marketing. And so everything that you could do to get more app downloads will fall into these 2 categories. Let's talk about which one is the best. There is no best actually. It all depends on like your stage. But for like an indie developer or someone having a small team or like no money at all, the best one will be outbound marketing. And actually what I see is like most of the people most of the time will do inbound marketing. For example, ASO is like inbound marketing because you will optimize like your page with like the expectation to rank better with keywords so people can find you better, but you don't go directly searching for the users. And I think that there is not that much people doing this, going directly to search their first user. So if you're just starting out like me, for example, with my app, you should go directly to your user. You should like spend your time looking for like users, like just DM a bunch of people. Like for example, let's say you're like making a meditation app. So if you're making a meditation app, instead of like tweeting being like, oh, I've made a meditation app, #meditation, like there is like a chance that some people see your tweet and are interested about what you're doing, but like it's totally random, you know. It's like inbound. That's good. If you're still doing this every day, that's good, because at some point some people that will be interested will find you. But you should also like directly DM people. You can go in a meditation group, for example, or just like look for the people that talk about meditation like on social media and DM them being like, hey, I've seen you have an interest in meditation, I'm making this app and I would like to have feedback from people that are interested about this. Do you mind like just testing this out and let me know what you think? Thank you. And that's it. And you just do it again and again. So of course not everyone will answer you, but like let's say like 10 people out of 100 will answer you and try your application. That's 10 more users, and that's more precise than just like posting randomly on social. So if you're starting out, again, that's strategies for people that's starting out. It's better to do this. It's better to spend your time finding people that are your target audience and send them a DM and be like, oh, I'm making this, would you like to try this please, and give me your feedback. And it will be way better for you at the beginning because you will first get users. If they are like nice enough, they will give you feedback and maybe leave you a review, which will help you a lot with the inbound marketing. And then you will have your first fan, maybe, because you will find people that will be like, oh, I really love this app, I want to use this app like more and more, which is pretty cool for you. So my advice is like focusing most of your time on outbound marketing, but you can still do some inbound marketing. Like I don't say like don't post on social, like don't do inbound marketing. What I say is like you should focus most of your time of doing outbound marketing. So go directly to the user at the beginning, and then doing a little bit of like inbound marketing, like posting on Instagram, Twitter, making like YouTube videos, for example, making posts on LinkedIn and all that stuff, like improving your SEO. That's the thing that you should do. But like this should not be, in my opinion, at the beginning, the main way of like getting users, because it is too random. And at the beginning, if you don't have an audience, if you don't have a lot of money, this will works, but like would take a lot of time instead of just like doing things manually. Like, of course, this is not scalable to do this manually, but at least at the beginning it will brings you your first users, fan, and maybe customers. And that's my point of view of this. If you're just starting out right now, I'm doing this, I'm connecting people like in DMs, being like, okay, I have made this app, would you like to try it out, please? So yeah, I will probably make another video about like this topic in a month or so, like in a few weeks, to let you know like the numbers of what I've done, like how many people I have connected, how many of them like answered me, how many of them like tried my application, and how many of them became like customers. So it could be interesting. So again, if this video is the kind of type of video that you'd like, consider like liking the video, like pressing the like button, subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I see you soon for another video. Until then, peace.